You cannot be sitting out here broke. There's people who are making mistakes that a 20-year-old should be making at 40 years old. You cannot be out here depending on a man. Come on, baby. Come on. Sit down. We having another discussion, okay? Y'all, all I want to say is that, like, thank y'all for the support so far on the videos. I really appreciate it. And so, like, what made me, like, want to make this video is because, like, when I was, like, a little girl, like, every time I messed up or every time, like, I didn't want to do something or, like, it was just anything, my grandma would, like, always tell me, like, you're becoming a big girl now. Like, you have to do this. You're becoming a big girl now. Like, you need to start doing this. You need to learn how to do this. No matter if it was, like, cooking or, you know, taking care of myself, doing things around the house, like, those would just be like things that my grandmother would like tell me. And so, like, I don't know, I just feel like I wanted to make this video to my dog babes out there, like, just to let y'all know, like, you're becoming a big girl now. And, like, this could be like a reminder for my girlies who, like, for my women, this can be like, you know, a call, like a realization for my younger girls. But, like, you're becoming a big girl now. Like, you're no longer that little girl anymore. You're no longer so codependent, so dependent on, like, your parents. Like, this is your life. Like, this is your life. Like, you are in the driver's seat. You are knowing if I'm going to go left, I'm going to go right. Like, this is where you at in life. And it can be scary, but it's just certain things that, you know, you can do along the path of becoming a big girl and being that big girl, you know, and just becoming a woman. That's really what it is. You're just a woman. You're becoming a woman. You are a woman. You're no longer a little girl. And I feel like, you know, you don't have, like, right now, especially if you're, like, in your 20s, but, like, even in your, like, 30s, I want to say, like, you don't have time to sit over here and play, like, games with yourself. Like, you really don't. Like, you're going to have to honestly and truly, like, start developing into that woman. Like, you can't be the person that doesn't know how to do things. You can't, you know, be so dependent on somebody else, because, I mean, at some point in your life, you're going to have to be a little bit of independent. Hopefully not all your life. But, like, you're going to be the head of your own household one day. So you're going to have to learn to, you know, do the things that we had other people doing for us, you know, growing up. So, yeah. And so, one of the things that, like, one thing I feel like is very important in, like, becoming a big girl is financial literacy. Like, you cannot be out here. I know we got this whole trend going, like, oh, I'm just a girl, or, like, you know, we just spinning, we just flirting, dilly-dallying, whatever you want to call it. But, like, you can't be out here just overspending just to overspend and then just blame it because you a girl. Like, let's be for real. Now, if you got the funds to sit over there and splurge $48K in a day, then okay, cool. Go ahead and splurge that $48K in a day. But if you know doggone well you do not have no money, you ain't got no reason to be sitting over here trying to splurge and do stuff. Like, financial literacy is so important when growing up, because, I mean, don't nobody want to be around somebody who's always, like, broke. Like, that's, like, a bad mentality to keep around you. Like, that's, like, a bad, like, type of spirit to keep around, like, in your circle, period. So, like, you don't want to be that for anybody else. Like, and I know people say, like, the job market is so hard right now, and I'm going to help put y'all on game. I'm probably make another video with, like, getting a job and stuff like that. I already have a job out on my TikTok. If you ain't follow my TikTok, go get that. But it's so many ways to make money, and that's the key. It's so many ways to make money. So, like, if you like literally can just do anything in this world and make profit off of it, you know, sometimes, yes, you're gonna have to do the jobs that you don't want to do in order to get where you're going. But like, you know, sometimes you might have to take that sacrifice and go be a server or go work at that fast food restaurant or go work at this store. Do little things, go sweep up hair off the hair salon floor. Like, do little things like that to get you some income. But you need to have some income. You cannot be sitting out here broke. And this is another thing, ladies. You cannot be out here depending on a man to buy and pay for everything. Because the moment that you start feeling like, I'm finna just get a man to just pay for everything and do everything for me, now you want a hoe. Now you want a hoe. Most of these women who do have men out here paying for their stuff, out here doing stuff, they still get their own money. Like, they still get their own money. So, like, you can't sit here and just be like, I just gonna put my whole life in a man's hands. Because 9 times out of 10, like, that man is doing that with you. He could do that with somebody else. But that's another topic. But, yeah, like, you have to honestly and truly, like, you got to have your own source of income. Like, do not be out here trying to depend on your parents. Do not be out here trying to depend on a man. Do not be trying to, girl, whatever you do. But just don't be out here trying to depend on somebody else. Like, you need to have your own source of income. So nobody can tell you nothing. Nobody can tell you no. Nobody can dictate what to do, what not to do. You can move and make the necessary moves that you need to make on your own. You don't have to sit and wait for anybody. But you need to have your own source of income. Then once you have your own source of income, then you need to have another source of income. You need to have about like 2 sources of income. I'm not even holding you. Like, you need to have about like 2 sources of income. Like, one job, okay, cool, great. Now you need to have another. I feel like this is a financial literacy video, but it's not. That could be a whole nother topic if you want it to be. But you need to have something bringing in income that you do on your own. If that is running your own business, from selling product, from running your own business to selling e-products, like digital products. That could be your own business doing the freaking a service, like doing some type of service, doing gifts, cooking, catering, whatever. You need to have your own source of income, profit, stocks that you can have coming in as something second. Okay? Because like I said, a lot of things in this world is not guaranteed. You're not guaranteed anything in this world. But the only thing that you can guarantee is to make sure that you're taking care of yourself. Is to make sure that you're doing the things necessary to progress you and not set you back. So that's like a really big thing. Like, you can't like have another source of income, but you need to also make sure you're budgeting. Like, if you know you only have you're bringing in only a certain amount of money, then you need to make sure that you're budgeting your money correctly. Like, you can't get the paycheck and then just spend it. Like, no, because you got to pay your rent, you got to pay bills, you got food in the house, you got to make sure you got something to drink, you got to make sure you have something to eat. Like, you have to make sure you're doing the necessary things, and you have to budget. And so you got to plan and budget accordingly. Some things you might have to split up in 2. I know people split rent up in 2 different paychecks. Some, you might got to pay off some debt, but you make sure you're handling your business, okay, when it comes to the funds. Because you can get the funds, but you ain't going to get no fun if you sitting over there and you got all this responsibility, so you not take care of what you got to take care of. So make sure you are practicing. Like, I like to read, like, and I like to, like, listen to, like, the news, and, like, I like learning, like, stuff about, like, money and, like, financial literacy. Because, like y'all, maybe I didn't grow up with, having people, like, who knew about financial stuff. Like, I'm learning as I'm going. Like, I'm learning about high yield savings account. I'm learning about stocks. I'm learning about investment. Like, I'm learning as I'm going, because one day I'll be able to pass on to my kids, and then my kids' stuff that I learn. But please make sure you are practicing financial literacy. Like, okay? Another thing, you need to start doing the hard things first. A lot of times, as us, if you have a little lazy streak, I will admit, I'll be the first one to admit that, yes, I do have a little lazy streak in me. But if you know you have a lazy streak in you, you need to just make sure. One thing I like to do is just to do the hard things first. Like, it's something that you just really don't want to do, or it's just something that, like, you just, like, it's just really hard for you to, like, just get up and just want to do it. Do that first. And then the day will go by so much easier because the rest of the day you're doing stuff that you actually want to do. Like if you know you have to clean your house up, do that first and then go out. You know what I'm saying? Like, go ahead and get that out of the way, because you're going to feel so much better when you come back and you're like, dang, like I did the dishes, or like, dang, like my house is clean, my house smells good. You're going to feel so much better. It's going to make you more productive too. Like, you know, when your environment is like beautiful, spotless, clean, like it makes you automatically want to do better. And like, if you want to help like with the smell good and stuff, y'all can shop my brand, Dolly X. Okay, Dolly X. I sell room sprays. We have strawberry fresh and vanilla scent. Okay, so we're getting orders by the day as they come. Okay, so but yeah, that's my little tea. But other than that, like, yeah, y'all, like, make sure y'all are doing the hard things first. Like, it definitely helps when it comes to making sure that, you know, you're keeping yourself together. You being productive. You know, you keeping a good space for your head. Because, you know, when you got so much stuff cluttered in your head, you can't think straight. You be so cluttered. So, do the hard things first. Get the hard stuff out of the way. And then, like, I want to like let y'all know, and this is kind of more like a monotone video than compared to like all the rest of my videos, but like if you are a crier, like I am a crier, I will cry at any freaking thing. Like, I do not care. And if you got a problem with it, then you can see me. No, I'm just kidding. But like, I do not care, baby. I will cry. I will cry. And I think it's just a beautiful thing with women that we can cry, and it's acceptable for women to cry. Like, I think it's just so beautiful. Like, don't let nobody tell you that you can't cry, okay? Because this is what I want to say. You can cry, but make sure you get back up, okay? Cry, shed a little tear, but make sure you're getting back up. Make sure you're not staying down. Don't cry and just stay in that weary place. You know, cry, get it all out, let it out. If you need to punch a wall, if you need to punch a pillow, scream, do what you need to do. Let it all out. Get back up and let's go. That's one thing about me, baby. I will cry till the lights fall off. But one thing about me, I'm going to get right back up. I sure will. I'm going to get on right on up, and I'm going to handle and do what I got to do. Because that's just what we have to do as women sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Like, life can really hit you in the gut. It can come at you with a curveball, and you cannot see it coming from a mile away. Okay? I want you to measure them out, and I want you to think, could you see that far? No, you can't. So, it's like, honestly, and being so transparency, cry. It's okay to cry. But make sure that you are getting yourself up. Cry, wipe your face, get yourself together, do something good for yourself, whether it's that getting you some food, whether it's that getting you a little drink, well, not alcohol, but like some water or something, do your nails, put some lashes on, some clusters, whatever. But pick yourself back up, okay? Don't stay down for too long, because when you stay down for too long, you missing out on things that could have been done. That is probably one of the reasons why you're crying. So let's get it together, okay? And that kind of goes back with doing the hard things first. Like, even if like you wanna work out, and like you wanna freaking, you know, lose weight, like, and you're sad because you're overweight or you're too skinny, you know, go ahead and do that workout first. Do that workout first thing in the morning, knock it out, boom. You're gonna feel better about yourself because you did a workout. That's just a little, see, it goes hand in hand. And then I would like you to also know, like, you can only do so much on your own. At some point, ladies, you're gonna have to give it to God. Like, for real. Like, you can't sit here and think that, oh, you can handle all of life lessons, all of life blessings on your own. Like, you're going to have to give some things to God. Like, you and God gonna have to be like here, okay? Because a lot of times, like, yes, we can feel like we're being so in control of our own destiny. Like, I control my own life, I control my own path, and it's cool. Yes, you do. But you get those from the blessings of God. You get those passions and those desires from Jesus. So it's like, make sure that you're not just doing this on your own. Like, really and truly, like, go to God and pray. Like, God, like, I need a moment. God, I need this. What is going on? What is happening? I don't know what to do. Like, do it, and he will work it out. I said in one of my last videos, I was like, a lot of us, we be trying to fight battles and fight lessons and do all this on our own, and God didn't even intend you to fight it. God didn't even know that fight was in your vocabulary. He didn't know that fight was in the book. You just made it up on your own. But he gonna help you get through it, or he gonna help you fight it, or do it before you even get there, or even decide to get there. Like, you can't do this walk of life on your own. You're going to have to go to God. Like, For real. You're gonna have to pray. You're gonna have to talk to him. And prayer does not have to be so like beautifully condensed. Like, no, it could be as simple like, God, I need you to work something out. I need you to fix something out. Like, it could be as little as that, because God, he's listening. You know what I'm saying? All the times. And he's not gonna get confused. He's not. He's know what's up. Okay? And then, like, I don't want y'all to get into this moment of life and think it gets to a point where, because you are becoming a big girl, you are becoming a woman, so things are new. You're learning new things all the time. And, like, you can't back down. You can't give up. Like, you can't back down just because you don't know something, or just because you don't know how to do something. Like, that gives you the green light to, okay, let me find out how this works. Like, I ain't gonna lie, I didn't know nothing about a doggone tax. I didn't know nothing about a tax, nothing. Okay? And I had to learn about taxes. I had to put my big girl panties on, and I had to learn about what is a tax. How do I do the taxes? Like, what's the tax? Like, I had to go into deep research. Did I want to do it? No. I would rather not learn about a tax. I would rather not even know what a tax is. You know, I would rather not even have taxes, you know, but we're here. So I'm learning about taxes and all that stuff. So it's like, you know, when you're in this era of your life, like, yes, it's kind of like obvious that you're not going to know a lot of things, especially if you come from a place where your parents didn't have much. They only know what they know. So you're out here learning and doing things on your own. So it's like, you can't really be too mad. You just gotta take the life that God gave you and run with it and do the best that you can with it. You'll be the change maker. You'll be the difference maker. But one thing you will never do is never give up. Never give up. Okay? Face every obstacle. Face it right on, head on. You know, sometimes it can hit you in the gut so doggone hard. But that's why we go through life. That's why you're young now. That's why you are figuring out now, so that you don't make the mistakes in your 40s or in your 30s or your 50s. It's people who are making mistakes that a 20-year-old should be making at 40 years old. But because you're watching this video, you're not going to make that mistake. But yeah, but you're becoming a big girl, and or you're already a big girl and you're just trying to figure out like I am. But you are, and it's a beautiful thing. Like, I don't want you to think that this is a scary thing. It's very beautiful, and I'm proud of you. I know you could do it. And so yeah, if you like this video, please make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. More videos coming. I like talking to y'all. I feel like y'all like my little family or whatever. My little girl group, my little sisters or whatever, I don't know. But y'all my doll babes, I know that for sure. But like, comment, subscribe. I love you guys, and I will see y'all in my next video.